on May alone, because due to the assessment on the fall program, then I use a lot of his time. That's why this time I don't dare to like ask him for the interview because like that 2 days in a row, I spent like total 7 hours of his time already. Then so can you like, this one is the last one for the regarding to your own and your working things, is that what is the like most benefit thing about swimming and the disadvantage about swimming that you think?
I think swimming at a recreational level is really, really good. It's basically a full body workout. If you get in and swim anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes, that would definitely help with your cardiovascular system. That would help with muscle building, preserving muscle. And if you're somebody who's looking to lose weight, obviously that's going to be a very, very effective thing to do, right? And obviously, and next is, if you are swimming at a competitive level, swimming brings so much. If you do well enough, you get to go to competitions, you get to travel the world, and things like that. Meet new people, see new cultures. So yeah, that's definitely a few of the biggest pros for swimming. Cons, for recreational swimming, for leisure swimming, I think it's not, I would say, one of the easier sports to do, because water is also kind of dangerous. You can drown and all those kind of things. So you really need to find a coach and then learn to swim, and then you can get on with your, if you want to do it leisurely or recreationally. Yeah. And then cons of competitive swimming, obviously, if you are doing any sport really at a really high level, there's always a chance of injury. There's always a chance of, big disappointments. Sometimes the disappointments are so big that you don't really come back from it. Sometimes the injuries are so serious that it ends your career, and that's quite unfortunate. Yeah, so those are basically the cons of it. And also the training hours. When you train, you don't have a life. You really don't. Your life is about sport. Your life is about swimming.
Yeah, because for myself, I think for swimming it's only benefit, only no disadvantage. The only disadvantage is that you have to eat a lot, which spend a lot of money on. But last time
I think is in itself, that's not really a disadvantage. You get to enjoy all the food in the world.
Oh yeah,
you can eat as much as you want and still stay about the same size,
Yeah, same, like I eat a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to share you my side. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, see, I'm going to annotate first. Yeah. Okay, so at first we choose a big area, then later only we decided to choose this small parking area, because parking area, then we can like elevate our building, then make it so that the space don't have to demolish or like just use up the space. Then later on, then we separate into groups again from 12 people, then we separate into 2 groups again. Then our groups, we selected this place because our team is play, right? Because our team is play, then we choose this place around here, like next to here. Next to here is actually a bridge that like a small pathway where you can like do your workout. Then you can see next to this place is actually a place where they can like sit on and talk or drink their coffee. So we thought like can make it into like a workout place like with the facilities or all the stuff, can make it so that you guys can have a when doing training, then you guys can do a, how to say, can train for a long way, then you can run from here straight away to here. If let's say this distance, I would say like 150 meters, because this place wait, yeah, I erase this first. Because this place is around like 100 meters square. Because usually we know that 3 cars, like the short length of the car, then 3 adding together is 2.1 meter. So around this place we can like assume it's like 100 meters square. So now I'm going to show you the advantage and the disadvantage about this place. The advantage would be that because this area is next to a river. Then because of next to river, then the river can improve the air ventilation by its when if the water evaporate, then it's cool up the environment around it. Then secondly is because of the bridge, which is easier for participants to like enter your place and also for you to you to do your training and bring your swimmer to do training over there. Then the disadvantage about this place is that this place will be very hot. Even though there is the river next to it, but then it still will be very hot. It's just that it's not as hot as the other area here, because this is due to all the heat trap of the all this building, because a lot of building then they will trap the air. Not to mention a lot of tall building which they use as office. So this place will be very very hot. And secondly is that this place will be very busy. It's hard to find parking. So let's say if today if you were to bring your swimmers here to train and or like just a temporarily like a camp, because this is like a camp, you bring them together here to train, then they cannot really find parking. It will be very hard and very inconvenient for them.
Right.
So now I would like to ask you, if let's say this area is given to you, what would you like to using it to be? Like I can give an example, like you can like do a charity for like blood donation, or like you can like try to like get help from the other, invest or donation from the other, or then to organize an event over here. This is just suggestion now. For you personally, what would you do with the place given to you?
For me, I actually have no idea. I never really thought about it. In terms of event management, coming up with an event, not one of my specialties, but I think if I were to have an event going, I'd probably go with blood donation, to be honest. I think that's one, you don't need a whole lot of space, you know. Second, you're doing something good. You know, you're actually getting the community involved. You're obviously collecting blood, you know. As far as I know, sometimes we lack blood in the blood bank. So, you know, people who need blood immediately don't really have it. So the more you can get people to donate, the better, I would guess. You know, so yeah, I think blood donation is probably one of it. Yeah.
Oh, that's also kind of you of thinking of this. Then because me myself, actually I got one proposal is that you can like once in a while, then you like organize a camp, a training camp, then we will like we will design a building over here. Then you can like bring your swimmer over here to do their training camp. Then they can like sleep over here like for like once in a while. Then like 4 days, 3 nights. Then you can like use the place here to do your training. Then after training during recovery, you can like bring them to like explore this place, because this place got a lot of culture, art culture. Then a lot of unique building with they try to preserve the old facade of the building. So you like recovery, then you can just bring them to walk around and explore this place. This is my proposal.
That's actually not too bad. One thing though, if it's like a training camp, you need a pool nearby.
Oh,
Especially for like if it's like for swimmers, you'd probably need a pool nearby so that they can train. Others, if you're talking about athletics and things like that, or runners or marathon runners, then I think that'd be perfect actually.
Oh, because how about like this, yeah? Because swimmers also they do workout, right?
Correct.
Then
But workout on land cannot so totally what do you call it? Totally replace swimming. Swimmers need to swim, so unfortunately they do need a pool, you know, and things like that. Yeah. So if you give a coach to whether to swim only or have online dry land workouts only, most coaches, I think if not all, will pick swimming only, because that's the sport we do. If we're not in the water, then unfortunately we cannot work on the sport itself. Yeah.
Oh, yes, this is true because actually before that I got like proposed to my lecturer already. I asking her how about that the swimmer straight away swim in this river since she said that this river has like because some system that clean up this river. So this river is basically quite clean one because all the sewerage come over here. They got sewerage system that we already draw. They come over here. Then due to the system, they also clean up this river. But then the one thing that lack is that this place don't have chlorine which
Chlorine, and also, I mean, your things like your basic like lane ropes and things like that. If you're talking about open water swimmers, then maybe it will be okay for them. But for pool swimmers, you need your starting blocks, you need your exact 50 meters and things like that, because you'd want to be able to take times, measure their times, give them like proper programs. And if it's not 50 meters, 25 meters would be okay, so short course. But at the end of the day, they still need a proper pool to swim in, so that, like I said, one, you'd have the utilities, the starting blocks, your lane ropes, and then after that, it's a constant like a 50-meter or 25-meter pool, so that you can plan your program out. So as a coach, I can plan my program out accordingly and have it be, what do you call it, consistent each and every time. Sometimes in the river, you have currents running one way, then you'd be swimming towards one way a little bit more and things like that. So it's just like yeah, because rivers, they only flow in one direction, right? They don't cross anywhere unless there's a separation towards the outer banks or something like that, or once they get out to the sea. Yeah, so a pool is definitely very, very important for pool swimmers.
So you still think that the pool is the main things lah?
Pool is
River
the main thing, yes.
cannot be used no matter how the river will cannot
I mean, to be honest, if we're like we're really, really desperate, like they have to go for a competition, and then they tell me, okay, there's no swimming pool within 100-kilometer radius, then I would say, you know what, suck it up, swimmers, we're gonna go swim in the river. But if there's a chance, but if there's a chance that we have a proper pool to swim in, I definitely would prefer that. Yeah.
Oh, then probably I will try to like propose like the small place like those that we see on social media, like a small place for one person to do the swimming here, then there will be another team coming here. Or
Sorry, what?
you also do, I mean, oh yeah, you also don't prefer this, you prefer the 50 meter, right?
Either 50 or 25-meter pool, yeah. So the shortest would be 25-meter, because then it's 25 meters is the shortest possible competition length. So we cannot go down to 15, we cannot go down to 20, so it has to be 25 meters and above. And yeah.
What if like we make a barrier here, like parallel to this place, like a barrier here, then we also like set up the rope. If necessary, then we set up the nose. Then after using it, then we can keep it back and bring it to our own place.
Would be a lot of hassle. I mean, to reel in a lane rope, and then to reel in, reel out, reel in, reel out. One, it would actually damage the lane ropes because of the constant change in tension. You want the lane rope to have single tension. Second, it just isn't practical in the sense that it takes up too much time. Usually, like in some pools, they do that, but the ones that are in charge of it are usually the lifeguards. So that's the thing, you come in, and especially if, let's say, even a small pool with like 6 lanes, putting in the lane ropes would take about 15 to 20 minutes, and that's 15 to 20 minutes of wasted training time, and your